Great. Hi, everyone. My name's Rita Fleming. I'm really excited to be here with you all today. Thanks for taking the time out of your day. My background is actually in regenerative health. I'm a regenerative health specialist, and I got into that work because I was looking for solutions to transform my own body from chronic pain. And I tried everything, and it took me 10 years before I found a true solution to get out of chronic pain, which was regenerative health. And so I'm incredibly inspired to share that education and access and information to everyone I know, because it transformed my life so much and gave me freedom, got me out of chronic pain, and allowed me to get back to my athleticism and fitness. And the principles of that are based in nutrition. And a few years ago, I started to learn more, not only about nutrition, but about our soil health. And I started to learn how depleted our soils are, and started to study with Dr. Zach Bush, and others amazing individuals who are, heading up this subject. And I also started to learn that all of the medicinal properties of our food come from the soil. And so a few years ago, my sister Mary, who you'll get to hear from today, she introduced me to this incredible and beautiful community called Purium. The owners are Dave and Amy, and they realized years ago the direction that we were headed in our food system, and that there needed to be solutions. And so the quality of our health and how we feel mentally, emotionally, physically, all of that comes back to the quality of our food. And so Dave and Amy, they started to see the correlation of the science between our soil health and our human health, and between glyphosate that's being sprayed on our foods, which is the main ingredient in Roundup, and how that's impacting everything from autism to autoimmune to cancer to you name it. And the reason that's having such a huge impact on our health is because glyphosate, or Roundup, what it does is it acts as an antibiotic, and it starts to kill off the health of our gut. And also within 20 minutes of exposure, it creates leaky gut symptoms. So that means toxins are leaking from our environment, from the food that we're eating, into our immune system, into our lymphatic system, and wreaking havoc on our bodies. And so Dave, brilliant, solutionary, he started to work with organic and regenerative farmers. And then he started to wind dehydrate all of the foods to preserve their nutrient density and value. And then started working with farmers who are growing in ancient lake beds where the topsoil is 96 feet deep, which just completely blows my mind. We got to go to the facility recently with Dave and Amy and check out their entire process of these superfoods, and it completely blew my mind, just the integrity and the values and what the solutions that they're providing for us. So that's just a tiny bit of what got me interested at a deeper level in the quality of our food and where it comes from. And so Dave and Amy, the founders of Purium, what that stands for is high quality and purity, premium and pure. And so what we're talking about today is the highest quality, most nutrient dense superfoods. And from the way that they're grown to the way that they're harvested to the way that they're packaged and processed, it's absolutely beautiful and amazing, and I've never come across anything like it. And so a few years ago, I was looking for solutions to take my health to the next level. And even though I had regenerated my body and gotten out of chronic pain, I still was dealing with some hormonal imbalance. I still hadn't gotten back to my athletics. in the way that I wanted to. And just within 30 days of adding in this nutrient dense food, it brought me home to myself. It brought me back to an athleticism I hadn't felt in 15 years previous to my car accident. So, what we're working with are some beautiful programs that support that nutrient density in a very affordable way. We want to provide these resources and get them out to as many people as possible because they're so life-changing. And in that, we also have our gut support, working with kidneys, and so many other things. So, we're going to dive more into the details of the program, but I just wanted to bring my dear friend Lindsey Scott on here to hear her story of how these superfoods have impacted her life and her family. And Lindsey, I know you also just finished with your certification as a regenerative health specialist, so congratulations. And I'd love to hear a little bit of your story and what has transformed your life or inspired you about these superfoods.
Awesome. Thank you, Rita, and thanks, Mary Beth, for having me today, and thanks for all for being here. Yeah, your story inspired me, but before I even knew your story, I was really just seeking something to add to my day that felt like you're saying nutritious, kind of easy on the go. I have two young daughters, and when my youngest was about 4 or 5 months old, I heard about Purium. And like you, I was really impressed with the farming practices. I've been a farmer and I've done farming here in Vermont, Vermont is really amazing with its organic farm and food movement. And so it was really important to me that I knew where the food was being sourced from and how it was grown. And I love how transparent the company is for that. And then the products just really speak for themselves. So I was having a lot of joint pain, a lot of sleep issues. Sorry, I'm in here. Come back here. I'm back here. And also just digestive issues like constipation, which was leading to like a lot of pain. And sorry, I have to grab her. Hold on a second.
No worries, no worries.
Mom life. Sorry, everybody. So not like you're saying, not too far into it in a 30-day program, and I just started with the core four. I was noticing so much relief from my joint pain, which was just a lot of inflammation. I was noticing that my cravings were starting to shift, and just having the community support to like have some guidance and boundaries and recipes. What I love so much about this community and Purium and all the people that work within Purium and as a collective is the amount of free education that I've received, and the amount of support and just knowledge and tips. Like, it's endless. And it led me down a road to just start eating better and choose organic every time as much as I possibly could, and to research more into soil health and where my food was coming from. And then it opened the doors to regenerative health as words kind of kept leaking in with regenerative soils and regenerative health. And it's really just been such a journey for me that, yeah, I stepped in and decided to become a certified practitioner, which I just finished and I'm super stoked about. And I've gone months and months now without cold sores, which was such. If anyone's ever had a cold sore in your life, it's not fun. It's painful. It's hard to go out into the world. Learning how to like balance proteins and utilize the super aminos, which I'm sure you'll get into here, and to really tap into the idea of just like nutrient rich micronutrients versus macronutrients and what that all meant. Like, I've always heard that before, but it makes much more sense now. And being a mom with two little ones, the ability to kind of do things on the fly, like sometimes I'll make like an elaborate meal, sometimes it's just great to take my shake on the go with water in it, and I know that I've got my fuel and energy for the day. and that I'm getting what I need for myself and my kiddos, and they're eating much better, and I've incorporated it into my whole family, my mom, my sister, all of my friends now. I've been able to share this and take it into not only my diet and my lifestyle, and now my financial health. So it's just been this really amazing, transformative year for me. So I'm super grateful for it. So I'm sorry for the interruptions. Thank you for being patient.
Thank you so much for just sharing your story and your passion and your heart. And it's amazing what we can do when we get that quality nutrition in, from joint health to cold sores, like you're saying, to just feeling supported in our family system, making sure that we're getting everything that we need, for ourselves and for our families in a really efficient and easy way. So thank you. Your story really inspires me, and appreciate all that you're sharing with the community.
Great. Thank you for having me, Rita.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Lindsey. And it's been such a joy to watch your journey. And I'm just so glad that you're able to empower your own health and your family's health and now your community's health. And like Rita said, it's just really inspiring. So thanks so much. And hello, everyone. My name is Beth Fleming. I am Rita's sister. This is a family passion, I'll say. We got into the health world quite young. Our mom was always a very influential person in terms of taking care of ourselves and developing daily health practices. And as a young kid, I had genetic kidney and adrenal weakness. And what that led to for me was I had chronic tonsillitis. I had a ton of lymphatic congestion. I was sick all the time. I ended up having like cystic acne, all these things that I didn't know what was going on. And when I was 16, I decided to look more into the root cause of like what could be causing this. And I started to look into diet and nutrition a little bit more seriously. And personally, I started to take the dairy out of my diet and eat more alkalizing foods. And all of a sudden, these things started going away. And I was like, wow, this is really important information that the world should know about at a very much younger ages than we learn about them. And so ever since then, I've really been on a journey to share education in terms of health and nutrition with as many people as possible, because there are so many solutions at our fingertips. It's just access to that information and that knowledge that really falls short. So that's why we're here. We are on a mission to share this information with as many people possible. And for me, when I found this company, I was actually 13 months postpartum with my first son, and I was undergoing postpartum depletion. And I was really confused because here I am, I've been on this nutritional journey for 15 years. I'd done lots of detoxes and cleanse. And I myself am also a regenerative detox specialist and lots of botanical herbs, eating organic. I've had organic gardens. And here I was finding myself in postpartum depletion 13 months after having my son. And so I was like on a rampant looking for solutions, what's missing? What am I missing? And Rita really got me into learning about the soil health and learning more about how our quality of life is so correlated to the quality of our soil. And here in America, 99% of our soils are deemed depleted. 99%. So that means 1% of our soils are considered non-depleted, which means they have the essential minerals and vitamins that then transfer to the food that then transfer to us. So really, we are in quite an epidemic, because that's probably correlated to about 99% of the population being in some sort of depletion. And it started, these light bulbs started going off for me as to, okay, this is partially why I may be experiencing this postpartum depletion. And then I started learning about glyphosate myself and learning about how that's something that I had never mediated in my body before, and was looking for solutions. And that's when I found this company. So I'm going to break down our 30-day program for you all, so that you can learn a little bit more about what this nutritional food is and how it comes in a nice little program for you. So the first thing that we start with is what we call our core 4 nutrients. And you can just do the core 4 as like a maintenance daily, make sure you're getting it into your life, getting all your bases covered in terms of healthy fats, protein, vegetables, fruits. And then if you want to do more of like an intensified version, you do our 30-day program, which is ingesting these nutrients twice a day, not just once a day. So the first aspect is our power shake. And you'll see it comes in this compostable packaging. So our owners are extremely innovative. We are the first company to come out with hemp bamboo packaging. So when you get this, you just peel the label off and you bury it in your backyard and it decomposes. And we're not adding to all the thousands of pounds of plastic in the oceans and around our planet. So really, really excited about that. And in this power shake, it's like 96% of your daily nutritional needs. So it has healthy fats in there, sprouted grains, it has tons of veggies, it has kelps, wheatgrass, deep mineralization, and you just drink this in water. It's super simple. You can add it to a shake, but you don't have to. And we actually just came out with these cool new blenders. So I just put it in water, give it a buzz, have a drink, and you're done. So it tastes delicious. My kids drink it. It's definitely a family use product. And it's like eating 6 superfood salads in one sitting. So I don't know about you, but I don't have time to sit down and make 6 superfood salads. So I'm extremely grateful that I have this. Then the next component is our plant-based super aminos. So this is the highest quality form of protein that you're going to find. Anytime we're eating complex proteins, our body has to break it down into the simple amino acid structure in order for our muscles to utilize that and for our connective tissue to utilize that. And so these super aminos are already pre-digested. So you take them, they assimilate into the body within 23 minutes, and they go straight to your muscles. They're digested through the lymphatic system. They don't put any extra pressure on the kidneys. And it's just an amazing source of potent energy almost immediately. As a mother and a nursing mother, these are my go-to first thing in the morning. I bring them with me in case I get hungry or have that afternoon lull. I take some more of these and I'm getting that really great baseline, clean source of assimilated protein in the body. So amazing for athletes as well. And then our third component of our core 4 is our biomedic. And this is really, to be honest, this is why I decided to join Purium in the first place and started looking into the company, because we are the only company that has a product that is certified, third-party verified, clinically trialed by the Detox Project to eliminate glyphosate from your gut. And they did a 6-week clinical trial on a handful of people that didn't change their diet at all. They were eating standard American diet. They were continuing to consume lots of pesticides, herbicides, glyphosate that was sprayed on the food. All they did differently was incorporate 4 of these a day into their diet for 6 weeks. And by the end of the 6 weeks, 75% of the glyphosate was reduced in their system. And they can tell this through a simple urine test. And then 74% of C-reactive protein had decreased in their system as well. And C-reactive protein is the precursor, the protein that causes inflammation in the body. So there's a huge correlation, like Rita was saying, between the chemicals that we're exposed to and how that creates an inflammatory response in our body. And this product right here deals with both. And the amazing part of it also is it not only gently detoxify the gut, but it has things like humic ore and fulvic zeolites, which are naturally occurring in soil, to remineralize the gut, rebuild your gut villa, so you're actually absorbing your nutrients. Here in America, it's said that we are the most overly fed country, but the most malnourished. And the reason being is our guts are so stagnant, full of acidic matter, that we're not actually absorbing the nutrition from our food. And a lot of our food is lacking nutrition. So we have this issue where we're consuming plenty, but we're not actually getting the deep nourishment that we need. And this product really helps to alleviate those things. So that's the third component. And then the fourth one is our apothecary, just 100% organic tart cherry. It's liquid form. So you pour it in a drink, water. I like it sometimes in warm water with some lemon as tea at night. And you take this about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. And what it does is it starts to really help your body produce its own melatonin. Tart cherries are the only food source that have naturally occurring melatonin in them, and it helps your body to produce melatonin so that you can sink into a deep REM sleep. And REM sleep is when our body heals. It's when our body rejuvenates. And the majority of people are not getting into REM sleep because, we're on this adrenaline rush. We're on electronics all the time. We live stressful lives, and it's affecting our health. So this helps you not only sleep, helps your kidneys filter at night, so you can start filtering out some of these environmental toxins we're exposed to. And then also it's really, really good for inflammation as well. So that's the core 4. If you're doing the maintenance protocol, you just do everything once a day, incorporate into your life. If you want to do the 30-day transformation, you do that everything twice a day. And we have an amazing app for support that gives you the schedules, gives you recipe ideas if you want to get more into the diet side as well. You can also just add it in if that's where you're at in your life. And then the only other component of our ultimate lifestyle transformation is our super cleanser. And this is a parasite cleanse. So for 10 of the 30 days, you incorporate this and it gets in to really work on molds and yeasts and parasites that may be present in the body that are, causing more inflammation and acidic waste to build up. And it's just Ayurvedic herbs. It's very gentle. And it's just, like I said, 10 out of the 30 days. And then the last component that we have, which is amazing, is our zinc aid. And it is a whole food source of vitamin C, D, A, and E. So if you go to a general health food store or, city market or wherever, you'll notice that a lot of the vitamin C and A and E is all synthetic. It's all isolated. It contains citric acid. It's all things that have been created in a facility via chemicals. And it's not really something our body can absorb. Our body does not recognize vitamins in its isolate form. And so our zinc aid is everything in its whole food form. So these vitamin A, C, D, E, and zinc all come from whole food sources like camu camu berry, acerola berry. And this really helps to support your immune system, make sure that you're getting the necessary elements to really be absorbing your nutrients and maintaining a strong immune system, as we know is so important. So that's the 30-day program. Like I said, we have a lot of built-in support. Whoever invited you to this call, they can share with you about that additional support we have to guide you through this. We really do these in community so that we can have accountability with one another and feel really supported along the journey. So I'm going to pass it back to Rita, who's now going to share a little bit about our new fruit and veggie pack and why we're sharing about this pack, which I'm really excited about.
Thank you so much, Mary, for sharing all those amazing details. Drop a 10 in the comments if you learned something today. I know I always learn something. I love it. And yeah, as Mary was saying, with our support, we also have a weekly health Q&A for everyone that is doing a transformation, so that you can build that community and all of your questions are answered. So we have the new pack that Mary was talking about, and it's our fruit and veggie pack. And this is amazing because, Dave and Amy realized that 90% of the American population is not getting enough fruits and veggies on a daily basis, not getting the recommended amount. And 99% of Americans are not getting organic fresh fruits and veggies. And we know how important access to fresh fruits and veggies are. And there's a lot of places that are food deserts that actually don't have access, to the grocery store within walking distance where people can get their fresh produce. So we wanted to come up with a solution that's going to impact the 85% of Americans who either cannot afford, organic fresh fruits and veggies or don't have access to it. And we wanted to get this in everyone's hands because, as we know, our fresh fruits and veggies, they're full of antioxidants, full of phytonutrients, and especially in the way that ours are grown in these nutrient-dense soils, it has what you need. So our fruit and veggie pack comes with 3 different things, and it's over 40 fresh fruits and veggies that are wind dehydrated to preserve their nutrients. As Mary was showing, you could just add it into your shaker bottle or your blender and just drink it. And it's 3 drinks for $3 a day for 3 minutes a day, which is amazing. And this fruit and veggie kit, it comes with your green spectrum, and this is juiced organic raw veggies that are nutrient dense. So it'd be the equivalent of you going to the farmer's market and grabbing all of your veggies and then juicing them at home, which we all know takes a lot of time, and not all of us have time for that. And this is the equivalent of that, except you just take a little spoonful, a teaspoon, and add it to water. And that has all of your fresh greens and veggies that are vitamin and mineral and nutrient dense that are great for hair and skin and collagen and bones. And then we have our bio fruit, which is about 30 different fruits in there that are, low glycemic, low sugar, and they really support your lymphatic system, your brain, your endocrine system, and just making sure that you're getting all those fruits, which are also really high in vitamin C and great for the immune system. And then the third part of our kit is gut support. So it's fruit, veggies, and gut support. And this is our Aloe Digest, and it's a 200 concentrate of aloe. So it's really soothing to our digestive system, to our gut. A lot of people are dealing with acid reflux, heartburn, a lot of digestive issues. And this just helps to support the digestive system. It soothes that digestive tract. It's amazing. And it's also in coconut water. So it's very alkalizing, hydrating. It has all of your electrolytes that you need. So a huge part, of cellular health is cellular hydration. So these packs are really supporting that. Just imagine, that you didn't have to juice all of your own fresh fruits and veggies, and you can simply add this in, and it also has that gut support. And as Mary was saying, this helps with that absorption. So really absorbing your vitamins and your minerals and your nutrients, which what that also translates into is having less cravings for sugar, less cravings for processed food. And as you get the body alkaline, or that chemistry correct through adding in these alkaline forming foods, that also reduces your cravings and really supports your cellular energy, your cellular oxygen. And for me, that's what helped me to really repair my body and get out of pain, just adding those things in. So pretty amazing what we have access to. And what I love about this is if you're a family, and say you're a mama that wants to do the ultimate lifestyle transformation, you can just add on our fruit and veggie pack for the whole family, for $3 a day for the kids, for the rest of the family. So just quick and simple, easy solutions, is why we created it.
Yeah, thank you, Rita. I'm so excited about this new pack because these are things that I consume daily in addition to an ultimate lifestyle transformation. And we're really going to be able to help so many more people just start to dip their toes in health through this pack. So if you're interested in any of our nutrients, the 30-day ultimate lifestyle transformation comes down to $11 a day, which I know people who spend $11 on a Starbucks and a croissant. So for 60 organic superfood meals over 30 days, it's a pretty phenomenal cost. And then if you want to just dabble in the fruit and veggie pack, if that's where you're at, like we said, it's $3 a day. So for $90 for 30 days. And then we also have a 3-pack of that. So you can get 3 of the fruit and veggie packs for the whole family, like Rita was saying. And whoever invited you to this call has a special gift code that they can give you, and it'll save you 25% on any order. And so that's a savings for you. And so just get back to them and chat with them, and they can get you all hooked up and answer any questions. And with that being said, I am going to segue into the business part of this opportunity and of these nutrients. And for any of you that have to jump off, totally fine. Thank you for being here. But for those of you that are interested in how you might be able to incorporate these nutrients into your life, but then also into a business model for yourself, please stay on, and we're going to share about that. So pivoting, I'll just tell you a little bit about me. Beyond going through postpartum depletion 3.5 years ago, I was also looking for financial solutions. I was a single mom at the time. I was going through this 2-year-long immigration battle trying to get my husband over from Guinea, West Africa, and it was much more expensive than I was anticipating. I was working 4 jobs. I was an entrepreneur, but I was not a thriving entrepreneur. I was hustling, I was grinding. I never had enough time. I had my baby on my back. I was running around doing a million things, and all I wanted to do was to help people. I just want to help people, and I also want to thrive financially, and I want to see my family thrive. And so I not only was on a looking for nutritional solutions to feel better because of how I was burning the candle at both ends. I was looking for financial solutions. And that's where Purium really grabbed me, because I was like, wow, I can get healthy and at the same time start building a business part-time. Mind you, I had very, very minimal hours to put towards this business in the beginning, but we offer amazing mentorship, amazing guidance in this business to help anyone get started at whatever level you're at. If you come from a health background or you don't, or you're a business professional that's super busy who just wants to, start building a residual income, or if you're someone that just needs an extra $300 to pay your car payment, whatever it is, this is an amazing additional stream of income. And the best part is that you're helping people get healthy at the same time. So just long story short, I started the business. I saw the vision. I had a very strong why of uniting my family. I felt the integrity of the company. I loved the mission and the heart of Dave and Amy. They're really a family company. I've had many personal conversations with them. When I first got started, the person who introduced me actually got me on the phone with Dave because I had so many questions, because I'm kind of one of those skeptical, like, tell me everything. And I actually got to have a personal conversation with the owner of the company, and hear this from him, why this company is making a huge impact in the world. And I got started, and just in less than like 2.5, 3 months of starting this business, I was successfully able to bring my husband over to the United States, because it allotted me the finances that I needed to finally make that last push to get him here. And so now my family and I are thriving. We have another son. We live a very free lifestyle. I've been able to let go of those 4 other jobs that I wasn't really succeeding at and just do Purium as my primary income stream. And that being said, I work part-time hours and I make a very full-time income. And I learned about residual income for the first time in my life, which Jenny and I were having this conversation that it's not common knowledge to learn about residual income at a young age, but really that is what can create freedom in one's lifestyle when you are, you're still making money even when you're not working. And it's because of this business model. When you start to build a team and a community of people that are on this mission too, you all work together to help each other build residual income, share health and wellness, and start to build more of the life that you want to live. So that's a little bit of my story. I could share more, but first I want to bring on my dear friend, Camille Ferguson. She's been on this journey with me for about 2 years. I've known her almost my whole life. She's known me since I was 8 years old. And it's been really amazing to work in partnership with her on this journey. And so Camille, can you come on and just share a bit about, how this business, how these products has impacted you and your family's life?
Hi, Mary. So great to see you. Yeah, thanks for having me on today. I'm always excited to share my story. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was really excited about the products over the business. I had done a similar business model in the past, and I just really wasn't interested. But it was you that just kept seeing that vision for me and seeing the opportunity that was available. And it was during COVID when I started on the nutrition, and I was looking for a solution just to feel better. I had 2 back-to-back pregnancies. I was dealing with really severe chronic pain and extreme adrenal fatigue and just postpartum depletion. And I had been watching my husband struggle. He was a sole breadwinner for our family, and this was during COVID, so our business had been shut down. He is a full-time grad school student. We've been living off of student loans, and I just looked at him one day and I said, okay, there's got to be something that I can do. And I laid out a huge prayer and I said, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, there's got to be a way. There's got to be like a scholarship or a sponsorship or something. And it was truly an answered prayer. I reached out to you after ordering my pack, and you're like, oh my God, yeah, the business is free. So I definitely took that as a sign to lean in. And I decided to launch my business May 12th of 2020. And what it's meant for me and my family is it's meant more freedom for us. It's really allowed me to step into a place of empowerment. I was the kind of person that would give up easily on my endeavors. And I told myself when I started this business, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to see what's available here. And since then, I've found myself in a place of rising leadership within this company. Just got back from an amazing convention that we were all at, Diamond Club, and got to meet the owners. And my belief in this is just so strong because my own personal testimony really is so powerful. Within 2 days of being on this protocol, I was no longer in chronic pain, and it's allowed me to be home with my son. He's now 4, and so I'm able to just work around his schedule, and really has allowed me to dream again and see what's possible for my future. In this type of business model, there's really no cap on how much money you can make. Anyone can come into this platform with just a desire to help others, a desire to be coachable and kind of lean in. And we together as a collective have the power to really help other families thrive. And so it's just been amazing. It's helped me to dream again. Like I said, it's given our family freedom, and just for me personally, so much empowerment. And I'm just eternally grateful for this opportunity. And we need more people on this mission. There's a true issue with human suffering, and that's really the motto of our company, is to end human suffering. And so it's that concept of many hands make light work. We need people to collaborate with us to get this message out. And so that's a big mission of mine, is just to share it and pay it forward to help people thrive in their bodies, help people thrive in their dreams, and tap into the entrepreneurial gifts that they have that they've never had an opportunity to share. And it's been wonderful. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I'm really excited about taking it to the next level.
Yeah, thank you, Camille. And it's just been so fun because we've known each other for so long to just be supporting each other in this way. Camille and I have both been entrepreneurs most of our lives, and we've seen each other through our process. And then to be able to support each other together side by side in this mission has been really something special. And Camille, could you just share for a minute, how did you first get started with the business? How did you first start sharing?
Yeah. So, all I did was order a qualifying kit. The Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation is where most people get started. I started with kind of the COVID pack called the Daily Core 4, and the business came free with that. And the first step that I made was going live and just sharing why I was deciding to start my own business from home, and just started sharing my story. And I had people reaching out to me, wanting to know what I was doing. And it was pretty easy. That the community was there, the mentorship is there, and all I did is just really plug in and lean in and learn and be coachable. And so it was just a decision of saying, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, beautiful, Camille. And you've been such a good example of someone who's just coachable. I didn't have any experience in the network marketing field before coming in. And I too was just like, teach me the systems that are in place and help me to learn this. And it's been amazing to see how, because you've been so coachable, now you've been able to coach others through starting their own business, and that level of empowerment in their health and finances as well. So thank you so much. And I love you. And I can't wait to continue growing this with you. And Rita, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Thanks, Mary. Thank you, Camille. So good to see you. I love your story and just honor you and love working with you and your heart and passion. And Mary, my sister, is the one who introduced me to this business. And I didn't even know, anything about network marketing. I was like, huh? But what really drew me in was seeing this mission and this heart and this community. And as I was sharing at the beginning of our health call, I got into regenerative health to transform my own body. And I wanted to get that education and those solutions out to as many people as possible. And at the time, I was hosting regenerative health retreats all around the world, which take a lot of work, and it's not necessarily sustainable as much fun as it is. And I found when my sister Mary was pregnant, it brought me back to the United States. And I ended up, working multiple jobs just to basically pay the bills, right? But it wasn't my deeper calling and my deeper passion. So my prayer in coming in before I even found this was one, how can I create a scalable income that is creating a positive impact in the world that's in alignment with my values? That was really, really important to me. I want to do something that's fulfilling and satisfying where I am excited to wake up in the morning. And that's how I feel with this community and this business is I just can't wait to get going. I can't wait to share and see whose life this can impact because it's impacted mine so much. And the next thing I was really looking for was no ceiling on my income. I was so done with trading dollars per hour. So that impact and then that no ceiling. And the next thing I was looking for that time and location independence. I love to travel. I've been traveling since a young age, lived all over the world. And so that freedom lifestyle means a lot to me. I value it so much. And I travel to go see my nephews and my sister all the time just because I can work from anywhere because this business has allowed me to. And so in that intention, I was introduced to this amazing business by my sister, and I was like, oh, okay. I had no idea I could do all of that through this model. And so I just started to connect in and collaborate with others who I know are also very passionate about making a positive impact in the world. And so linked up with some other regenerative health specialists, other practitioners, other friends and family, and collectively we've been able to grow this mission and start to get this education and information out there. And what has impacted me the most is I love using this business model, this vehicle that just has the most beautiful ethics, like exactly the impact and changes I want to see happen in the world. We're doing it collectively, from the soil health to the planetary health to helping other people find more freedom. And so I see this as a vehicle to uplift other people's dreams. And in this process, we've been able to collectively help hundreds of people and thousands of people to not only transform their health, but actually create that financial freedom for themselves, to create that larger dream or vision that was unique to them, to have more time with their kids and their family. And so, when I first started, I really wanted to see my sister create more freedom in her life, financial freedom, time freedom, to have time to be with her babies. And we've been able to do that. Watching her has been incredible. And then one of my next goals was to be able to help retire my mom, which was a big vision and dream. And we were able to do that. And so my dreams just kept growing, from getting education and health out there to now I'm so inspired and passionate about helping others to create life on their terms, their life by their design. So I don't know what that looks like for each of you, but I love to ask the question, if you had financial freedom and time freedom and location independence, what would you be doing with your life? What would you be doing with your time and your energy and your resources? And I think that's such a great place to start, is just learning how to dream again. Because in the United States, I really feel we've forgotten how to dream because so many people are just working either paycheck to paycheck or just in the grind and are incredibly busy. And this creates that spaciousness, that breath, that ability to breathe, and figure out who you are and what you want and how you want to make an impact. And this beautiful system of leverage allows you to leverage your time, your knowledge, your resources. So we have an incredibly passionate community of individuals that is a hugely diverse background. And collectively, we're so much stronger. We have entrepreneurs, teachers, doctors, philanthropists, you name it, mamas, and collectively we're able to really make a much more of an impact than we'd be able to on our own. So I love the teamwork. I love the community. I used to be a solo entrepreneur. It gets very lonely. It's very hard. But with this, we have world-class training of top professionals in this industry. And, in the short amount of time that I've been in this, just over the last few years, I feel like I've had more personal growth and development than I've had in my entire life. And I've also been able to create that financial freedom and that time freedom by doing what I love and making the impact that I want to make in the world.
Thank you, Rita. And I just love your support and how much you've supported me and our family in this journey. And it's so special. And so drop a 9 in the comments if you're like, wow, this sounds too good to be true. Because that's what I thought when I first heard about this time freedom and location freedom and this, that, and the other. And to be honest, does this business take work? Absolutely. To get to the point where Rita and I have really created this financial freedom in our lives, for sure, it's taken work. But what the beauty of this model is, and what I've learned, is this idea of working smarter and not harder. So I think a lot of us have been conditioned to, you got to work hard, you got to work harder and harder. And we get sucked into this dollar per hour paradigm of you work this many hours, you make this much money, right? But the idea is when you start to leverage systems, when you start to leverage community, when you start to work in collaboration, it's exactly like Camille said, many hands makes light work. So we are in the network marketing industry. And just so you can get a little idea of what the business model looks like, it starts with a gift code card. So whoever invited you to this call, like I said, they have a gift code card that if you decide to order some products and be a customer, they'll give you that gift code card. You'll save some money. They're going to get a little bit of a compensation for being the person that shared this with you, right? And then on the other side, if you're like, wow, this business sounds interesting. I have friends and family that would be interested in doing a 30-day cleanse with me, or I know people that are looking for this type of lifestyle. I mean, to be honest, who isn't looking for a secondary stream of income right now? Like, if you're not, this is a great opportunity to start opening your mind to it, right? Because if we learned from COVID, I mean, many people just lost their jobs overnight. And so I know the average millionaire has like 7 streams of income. So it's an idea and a concept that I feel we should all be open to learning about. And so if you want to do the business, your friend also gives you their gift code card, and then you get to create your own gift code card that you then begin to share with friends, family, colleagues, whomever. And in that sharing process, like we said, we have world-class training. You can walk into this, I'd never done a Facebook Live before. I didn't know anything about network marketing, but I knew I had a passion for helping people. And so I was open to learning the systems that could leverage my time, that could leverage the knowledge I have, that could leverage the knowledge of the people I know, and start to build this business that works even when I'm asleep or when I'm on vacation, and so on and so forth. So you tap into the systems. We have a training a day that you can attend if you want to. And like I said, when I got started, I was super busy. I had from like 9 to midnight, 3 days a week was all I put towards this business in the beginning. And I was listening to replays. I was plugging in as much as possible, but you're going to have a mentor. You're going to have a team of people that are here to support you, to set you up and say, okay, what's your vision here? Are you just hoping to make $300 a month, or are you hoping to create some residual income? And we're going to plug you into some systems that really support that. The company is very generous, and they offer fast start bonuses of an upwards of $2,500 in just bonuses in your first 3 months of getting started. And there's a very simple plan to follow, and we guide you step through step if that's something you want to try to achieve to really build momentum and start to grow this business based on whatever your dreams are. So we have trainings, we have support. We even have an app that takes you step 1, step 2, step 3. You're going to have direct mentorship from the person who invited you and their team. And then we have beautiful support from the company. The Dave and Amy, they roll out these amazing promotions for us all the time, like the fruit and the veggie pack and different business promotions that really help us get the ball rolling and learn how to make this business work. So it's all there for you. It just depends on how much you want to step in, what your decision is to run with this. I remember for me, never being in network marketing, I gave myself a year. I was like, I'm going to hire myself for 1 year, give this a go. I had a financial goal I was hoping to achieve in that year. And it was a bigger financial goal than I'd ever achieved in anything else. But I was like, if I achieve that, I'm going to keep going. And I hit beyond that because I had the determination and a very strong why. And I was coachable and I leaned into the support. So it's all here. The most fun thing about this business is we are the transformation company. We not only transform people's health, we transform people's finances, and we transform communities. And we're also on an endeavor to help transform environment, create more environmental stewardship in this world through decreasing our carbon footprint and the foods we're consuming, reducing our plastic consumption, and all kinds of things. So a handful of us just got back from what we call a diamond leadership event. So we do have events where you get to connect and be with community in person. And this, once you hit the rank of diamond in our company, you get to go to this amazing leadership conference, tour the facility. It's a paid for trip by the owners. And there was about 200 of us there last weekend, connecting on the deeper mission and vision of this company. And there was not a single ounce of competition in that room. It was nothing but love and like service. And how can we help more people? How can we help empower health, empower wealth, and just be there for people as people with solutions instead of always pointing out the problem? Well, what are the solutions, right? So we are at a very exciting time in our company. We've had one of the best years that the company's ever had. And Dave and Amy specifically chose the network marketing model because they've been an organic company, an organic superfood manufacturing company for 30 plus years. But it was about 7 years ago that they decided to shift to network marketing because they realized they weren't reaching enough people. Dave's vision is to have everyone have a green drink in their hand at the dinner table over a Coca-Cola, right? He's got this huge vision. And he knew that the only way to really get that much impact out was to have people like me, a stay-at-home mom, Rita, regenerative health specialist, sharing this personally with their friends and families, sharing how it's impacted their lives, giving that support and that guidance to people because they tried being in Whole Foods and health food stores. And it was a very expensive route with a very low distribution. You have to pay a high ticket dollar to get even your product on the shelf where someone will see it. And then when you look at it, there's like 10 other green drinks and you don't know the difference and the quality of the soil that it was grown in and all those things. And they knew that what we have is so special that these little components need to be communicated. They need to be shared. And that's why they've chosen this direct seller model. And in return, they're going to compensate those of us that are sharing for that. So it's a beautiful mission. It's an honor to be a part of the company. It's an honor to have you all on the call and just even be interested in learning about what we're doing. And I think what Rita and I wanted to do was just open the call to anyone that's here as a guest, whether you have questions about the program, the nutrition, or you have some questions about this business that you want to get answered here and now. We are here to do that. So any additional thoughts before we do that, Rita?
I'm excited to hear everybody's questions, but I just wanted to share about the equal opportunity. And what's so beautiful about network marketing is that it's creating this equal playing field. So as Mary was saying, anyone can come in from any background and has this equal opportunity to create an unlimited income. And I know even just, as we were just at Diamond Club, if you hit Diamond, that's the equivalent income on a monthly basis of if you had $500,000 in the bank in saving that was getting an investment, a return on an investment. Most people do not have $500,000 that they can just invest, but instead they can create a residual income that is the equivalent of that. And I got to Diamond in 3 months. So I just thought that was really cool. And, Dave and Amy, the other reason they went with this model is they got tired of paying the large corporations and the millionaires and the billionaires, and they wanted to support women, support people that are historically underrepresented to be able to create that financial freedom. And Dave actually came from a home where they didn't have enough income to put food on the table. And so he was actually foraging in his neighborhood to eat, in order to eat. And so he really wanted to support people in that financial freedom piece, because it's a huge pillar of health. And if we are well resourced as a community, that's going to go back into our communities. So really the redistribution of wealth is a huge part of our mission.
Yeah, thanks for that, Rita. So cool. If anyone has questions, if you have to jump off, feel free. You can always get back to the person who invited you. They'll answer your questions, but we are here to answer any that you want to share.
I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you for the invitation, Mary Beth. I'm really excited. A lot of the components are speaking directly to me, the health components, but also like the financial equity and access, and like thinking about that as part of health, because it's so true. We can't be healthy if we're in like survival mode, or if we're like overwhelmed and stressed because we're trying to, put food on the table. So I love it. I'm excited. I want to learn more. I'll be in touch, Mary Beth. Send me a code.
Awesome. So glad. Thank you for being here, Jenny. Looking forward to just growing this. And one little note on Dave, he was homeless for a portion of his life. And like Rita said, literally eating out of trash cans and foraging for his own food. And what got him on this mission was his aunt, who basically raised him, died a tragic death, basically from living and eating the standard American diet, because she had no other options, right? And then he started to learn about how food can be medicine. And he was like, I just want to prevent any other person dying like my aunt did, if it's possible. And so he was really on this mission to help that like wealth inequity, that health inequity. And that's really where the roots of this company starts. Okay. Well, hopefully that means we've done a good job and answered a lot for you all. And we're just grateful again that you stayed for this and that you're open and willing to learn and start the conversation, and just get back to the person who invited you. They can share more information, and just have a really beautiful day. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. You did such a good job.